think luxury furniture started with Louis XIV? Well, you might want to think again because ancient Egyptian pharaohs were the original furniture snobs, 3,000 years before Versailles even had walls. And their beds, where they weren't just meant for sleep, they were meant for protection, raised up off the ground to avoid snakes, bugs, and evil spirits. And pillows, well, the ancient Egyptians never heard of them. They used these wooden headrests. And while, yes, they did help support their neck and improve their air circulation, additionally, ancient Egyptians believed that these could offer a magical sort of protection against evil spirits, nightmares, and even losing their heads in the afterlife. The ancient Egyptians invented the folding chair 3,000 years ago, which is just absolutely insane. I am obsessed with this. I'd actually put this in my own house. I love it. It's so chic. Soldiers would use them in battle, and the pharaohs would just use them to look fabulous. The legs of their furniture were often carved to look like paws or hooves because power had to look fierce. And the ancient Egyptians, well, they loved a storage moment, and how relatable because don't we all? But they weren't just practical for them, they were also sacred. They were covered in gods, hieroglyphs, and sometimes contained secret compartments where they could hide their amulets, their perfumes, and their scrolls of spells. And chairs, well, they were saved for the elite. If your seat had a backrest, that meant you had status. Everybody else, mats on the floor. And thrones weren't just symbolic, they were sculptures. Some of them even had carved protection deities in the arms. And Egyptian furniture wasn't just some rough DIY. No, they used mortise and tenon joints, inlays, wood veneer, and even animal glue that is known to last up to 3,000 years, which is crazy. They used sycamore, acacia, and imported ebony. Luxury wasn't just local, it was global. These insanely talented and skilled artisans belonged to secret guilds where they worked for palaces, tombs, and temples. But the real drama? Well, they didn't just use their furniture, they took it with them. Every pharaoh's tomb was fully furnished. Why? Well, death was just interior design continued. King Tut's tomb had over 5,000 objects, including a folding travel bed. And minimalism? Well, the ancient Egyptians, they'd never heard of her. And for that alone, I can get behind it.